It's the last weekend in August, the last full weekend in August. Been a busy weekend. One of my friends is a ridge runner for the Appalachian Trail in New Jersey. She invited me to camp with her before her season ends on Labor Day. And Friday night was the only night I could do it. It's now Sunday. Sunday night. Friday night, my friend Suzanne and I drove down to New Jersey and got to camp. Gave Suzanne her trail name. That was pretty cool. Got to see Kiosk, my friend who is an AT ridge runner. Got to interview her. Was so happy to be in the woods, sleeping in a tent on the AT, living the hiker trash life. And this is the second time this weekend that I'm going to be spending a night outdoors. Pretty excited about it. Oh yes. I've been here once before. Probably 6 or 7 years ago. It's not the greatest place for kayaking. But I figure that also means I won't have to wait for crowds. And I think I can get out over here. Pull up right next to the shore. Okay, because nobody wants to see a fat old woman climb out of a kayak, I'm going to bring you back when I get on solid ground. Okay, made it out of the kayak, got onto the island. Safe to say I'm the only one here. And for the second time this year, trying out hammock camping. I got a different hammock. It was free. But it's by a brand that I've actually heard before. I haven't set it up because, you know, got no plan. So I guess the next step is for me to find 2 trees and set up my hammock. Okay, so I think I found a couple of trees. Lots of blowdowns on this little island, as you can see. There's a nice breeze coming off the water. Might be a little chilly this morning, in the morning, but right now it feels pretty good. Yeah. So I'm gonna start setting up the hammock, and I'll bring you along, I guess. I've never set this hammock up before because I came up with this song for tonight. It's all part of my unplanned stealth, you see. So, first time setting up this hammock. Hope it goes okay, because I ain't got a plan B. This is a gear top hammock. Got it for free. See how it goes. Similar to the last one. Pops out. Last one broke. Alright, overlooking the water, blending the sounds of nature and the local highway. So on this side of the island over here, there are residences. So I would rather be on the non-residency side. On this side, we're not too far from a major highway, so just hanging in my free hammock, you know. I think I might just hang here for a while. I have no idea what's for dinner. I brought my day pack. I did put a whoopee in it because I needed some kind of blanket. But, yeah, I have no idea what's in my food bag. Hopefully something. I'm going to rest for a little while and then work on dinner. I'm just sitting here with my back to a tree, getting ready to dig into my deviled ham and potato sticks for dinner. This is the life, man. Just doesn't get any better than this. Dinner of champions. Alright, well the bugs are getting a little bitey, so I'm gonna finish my dinner, hang my bear bag, and get in my hammock and zip up the bug net. Good morning. I slept alright. Not anticipate the little bit of rain we got last night. Forgot to bring a tarp, but this hammock came with like a little detachable piece that I guess works like a second layer that you would use if you were gonna maybe put a sleeping pad in between. So I actually put that on top, and it was definitely janky, but it also held most of the rain off, and it didn't rain very much. It didn't rain for very long, so I did all right. Let's get this day started. I'm sure my hair is probably a mess, but one thing that we didn't get to do much of last night was take a look around the island. So I figured, let's take a look around the island, see what we can see. Did hear some sounds during the night of things jumping into the water. So I'm not sure if there was a beaver here. It was definitely bigger than a frog. And I did see some birds this morning looking for their breakfast. There's a kayak. Looks like it's gonna be another beautiful day. Finally cooled off. The summer's been either 90,000 degrees or thunderstorms. There's no in between. We're trying to get some cooler weather during the day. Oh, that's a big boy. Oh. This would have made another good camping spot. But on the other side of the water here, there are houses, so. Thank you again to Stealth Camping Rules OK for this challenge. Hashtag Stealth Camping Aliiance. Hashtag unplanned stealth. Because it's all part of my unplanned stealth, you see. When I set up my day pack, which is the pack that I have with me, I set it up so that way, in the event that I had to stay somewhere for a night, I would have everything I needed to do that. So I'm thankful that I grabbed it because it had everything except the whoopee. I do have a tarp / blanket, but I have no idea what I did with it. So it has a stove, and the stove has a pot to cook with, so I keep that in my day pack. So thankfully I have a stove, thankfully I have coffee and creamer, and I'm able to make some coffee in the morning for waking up a little bit. But I'm thankful I have my day pack because it does have everything I need, and I didn't have to plan for much more than just I had to put my whoopee in my pack before I left yesterday. And I'm thankful I had my whoopee because whoopies are like military poncho liners, and they do have some water resistance to them. It definitely rained last night and my whoopee got a little damp, but everything's dry this morning, so that's a good thing. I've never been allergic to poison ivy very much, so I'm wondering what this is. Am I now finally allergic? Got a little bit on that arm, not as bad as my other arm though. It's actually going to be a 2-stick kind of day. It takes 2 to make a thing go right. Just some white powder. Let's move it up to higher ground. Perfect breakfast to go along with my coffee. Good morning. It's going to be a good day. I'm just going to pack up my stove. This is a hack that I learned years ago. We have a backpacking stove and the fuel can nests in it. Put something in between the two. It helps the fuel can not to rust, and it also helps the fuel can not to rattle around. Alright, my time on the island's coming to a close. I'm going to have to start packing up. My ride is meeting me here in a little bit. So let me do that, and I'll get back with you when I'm on the water again. Yeah, what's up, Doc?